quality sleep. If you could get 15 more minutes every night without spending any more time in bed, what would that be worth to you? In this video, you'll learn how to squeeze out that extra sleep with 6 of my most effective hacks, from the free to the pricey. I share these hacks with great reluctance, and I'll tell you why. Hi, I'm Kevin Mepham, and this is Thrivespan, building a life that thrives in every way as you age and right now through proven fundamentals: exercise, nutrition, sleep, relationships, money, mindset, and purpose. I don't like to share hacks because people are always looking to misuse them instead of putting in the work on the fundamentals, and that is not what hacks are for. Hacks add benefit on top of fundamentals that are already in place, not as a substitute for them. So get these 5 sleep fundamentals squared away first. First, have an 8-hour sleep shift that is dedicated to sleeping. 2, stop caffeine 8 to 12 hours before bed and stop eating and alcohol 3 hours before. 3, start winding down 1 hour before bed. Take the lights and the stimulation down. 4, go to sleep in a cool, dark room. 5, no electronics in bed. So I'm going to trust that you have taken care of these fundamentals, and now you're sleeping for, say, 85% of that 8-hour sleep shift. Not bad. But if a hack could raise your sleep efficiency by just 3 points to 88%, that's the 15 minutes of extra nightly sleep that I promised you. That's what the hacks do. So let's get started. Purchase links will be in the description. Hack number 1. Give your phone a bedtime. Cost free. On an Android phone, schedule bedtime mode to turn on 15 to 30 minutes before the start of your sleep shift and turn off at the end of your sleep shift. Bedtime mode does 3 things. First, it turns on Do Not Disturb, which silences most notifications. Second, it dims the screen and turns it to grayscale. Dim grayscale makes your apps far less engaging when it's time to get off them and wind down for bed, and it keeps those apps unattractive when you wake up during the night. 3, dim grayscale also visually cues you to start getting ready for bed. You can add an alarm at the same time if you also want an audio cue. My audio alarm for bedtime hoots like an owl. The iPhone equivalent of this is sleep focus mode, though you'll have to set the grayscale on that separately. Hack number 2. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an herbal supplement that may reduce your stress and anxiety. When I started taking it at bedtime 3 years ago, I immediately got an extra 15 minutes of sleep per night due to falling back asleep more easily after waking up during the night. As with any supplement, your mileage may vary. Please consult with your doctor or do your own research before starting ashwagandha, because it should not be taken with certain medical conditions or medications. ConsumerLab.com, the supplement testing lab that I use, recommends Now Supplements ashwagandha because it actually contains what the label claims, which many supplements do not, and at the lowest cost per dose. Hack number 3. Earplugs. Cost a penny a day if you replace them every 3 weeks. Earplugs deaden snoring, pets, fans, car alarms, traffic, parties, all the nighttime noises that can wake you up or keep you awake. The sense of loud sounds gradually vanishing as the plugs expand in your ears is glorious. And for me, I fall back asleep better if I have no clue as to what time it is. So blocking out the early morning commute noise is vital for me. Look for earplugs that deliver at least a 33 decibel reduction. I use Max Plugs. Hack number 4, a sleep mask. Cost $20 to $100 or more. A sleep mask is earplugs for your eyeballs. Sleep experts recommend sleeping in a completely dark room, But 100% blacking out your bedroom is usually impractical, especially if you're traveling. Much easier, much more effective to put the blackout curtain directly on your eyes. Again, I find a sleep mask especially valuable because it blocks out all of the visual cues of what time it is. Look for a mask that blocks out all light and is comfortable in your preferred sleeping position. You may have to try several masks to find one that's comfortable for you. I recommend starting with one that has eye cups because those block light best and don't rest on your eyes. I prefer a mask where I can open my eyes with the mask on and blink without my eyelashes touching the mask. As a side sleeper, I really like this mask from Manta with the tapered eye cups. It would be the Manta Pro, or the one that I've got here, which is the Manta Sound, which has wafer-thin Bluetooth speakers built in. Aha. Bonus hack. If you're like me and your mind benefits from having audio content to focus on so it doesn't think its own highly wakeful thoughts, then one, a Bluetooth sleep mask might be your killer app, and two, check out the French Whisperer ASMR channel on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Link in the description. I go to sleep with him every night. Hack number 5. Smart lighting. Costs $7 to $10 a bulb. If you're like me, you will fall asleep easier and in a more relaxed state if you wind down toward bedtime by changing your lighting. Stop exposing your eyes to bright white light and shift to dimmer red or amber. When I moved into this new apartment, I replaced the standard white bulbs with Bluetooth-controlled, dimmable, color-changing bulbs. I thought I was doing it for mood lighting and fun party tricks, but the killer app turned out to be changing all the lighting in the apartment to dim amber in the evening. Now, if I forget and keep the lights bright white too close to bedtime, I can see the difference the next day in my heart rate graph and time to fall asleep. I use Kasa, K-A-S-A, smart bulbs by TP-Link. The link for that will be in the description. You can control them with the Kasa app, but I've linked them to Amazon smart speakers. That lets me use the voice commands like bathroom lights down, which switches all the bathroom vanity lights to amber 5% brightness. Not much of a party trick, but great for sleep. Hack number 6, the final one. Smart mattress cover. Cost. For the 8 Sleep Pod 5 queen size, $2,850 if you use a discount code. The 8 Sleep Pod is a mattress cover that fits over your regular mattress. It connects to a hub that heats and cools water and pumps it through a network of slender hoses inside the cover to heat or cool it to your desired temperature, which, by the way, can be really hot or frigid cold. And your bedmate's desired temperature, since the cover has a zone for each of you. So yes, if you and your partner fight over the blankets and the bedroom thermostat, this doubles as a relationship hack. The cover is wired with sensors that track your sleep stage and your heart rate, which the pod uses to intelligently adjust the bed's temperature throughout the night to optimize your sleep. That's quite a claim, color me skeptical, right? But by June of 2023, I'd taken care of my sleep fundamentals and I'd run out of all the lower cost hacks that we talked about. And I still felt like I had room for improvement in my sleep. So I plunked down what at the time was $1,950 for a Pod 3 mattress cover with no certainty that it would actually improve my sleep. And I still wasn't sure that it was improving my sleep until a year in when my sleep inexplicably got worse. Turns out my side of the pod had stopped working. My partner and I switched sides, and her sleep got worse while mine went back to great. 8 Sleep sent us a new Pod 4. We both got back to great sleep, and now we had incontrovertible proof. Money, as it turns out, well spent. So I can recommend 8 Sleep as a remarkably effective sleep hack. But unless you have a lot of disposable income, and probably even if you do, I recommend saving it for last, like I did. So tell me, are your sleep fundamentals squared away? Which of these sleep hacks will you try first? Do you have your own hack that I should try? Share it with us in the comments. And if you want to learn more about the fundamentals of sleeping more and better, watch my sleep masterclass here. Until next time, sleep tight and thrive now for life.